it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep, Jalen Richard. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Protein spill. Check 55, Mike.
Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Leo. Get it.
Now it's Hines. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Down. 10 Lobo. Here we go. Mike 50. Go. Bravo. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Blocked. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Indy. box truck. Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the run. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Mark 7. 15. Mark is a 15. Check mark 15. Ready?
Lock working out of the gun. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 49, check 49, check 49. Please grip.
On 1st down, it's Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Go. Hey. Hey, seam 6. Let's go, defense.
Lock going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible, the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Go. Mike's 50. Let's go.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
What we got?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. On 2nd down, Pollard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
We're set.
We're scoreless after 1.
Check the road back. 25. 25.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back 55! Back 55! Hey! Wahoo!
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On first down, it's Watson. Got him in. It's Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Down. 90 Wolf. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam. You go tight. Rock it. You got tight right there. Ready?
This is Richard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check. Lucky. 61. Matchbox lights. 50's the mic. Lee Griffin.
On 2nd and a yard. Locke into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
50 seconds to mine.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
50 the mic. 50 the mic. I'm on.
On second down, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm scared.
Throwing again is Watson. Campbell making the catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Watson on first down. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mark 55! Mark 55!
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Throwing now is Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Locke to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Check 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Delta. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Greystone, travel. Check 52. Big rip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the gun on third, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second and very short, Locke. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. Completes it to Hardman. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 59! 57's Mike. Short. I'm going to come back.
Watson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
For a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Pollard going to try the right side, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second and 6 at the 22.
From the 22, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's Locke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Locke now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got time.
Look at me. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bam.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Ready?
On third down, Foreman, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check three, check three.
General West. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Please grip.
Clock going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Pull it high.
Mike's 50.
Snap.
Clock now to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Kenny Clark getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, dude. Get it.
One final try for Locke. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And